Good morning, students. Today we are going to have our third video lesson of Social Studies Class 3. We will complete the topic Earth in Space. The information given on page number 4 will be covered. Students having the old print will find this information on page number 8. The time duration of the lesson is 35 minutes and the resources required are Smart Social Studies Book 3, Notebook and pencils. Let's review the objectives of the day. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explore the distance of the moon from the earth and the time taken to reach space from the earth. Describe the term telescope and explain its use. Describe the term astronaut. Name the first person to walk on the moon. State the name of the first flight to the moon and differentiate between a space shuttle and a space probe. Before we start the lesson, let's recall a few basic facts about the solar system. What is the solar system made up of? The solar system is made up of the sun and all smaller objects that move around it. What is the rotation of the earth? The movement of the earth on its axis is called rotation. What causes day and night? The rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. What is the revolution of the earth? The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. What causes seasons? The movement of the earth around the sun and the tilt of the earth causes seasons. Do you know how far is the moon from the earth? Let's watch this video to find the answer.
Do you know the distance between the moon and the earth? Although it looks as it's not very far away, the moon is about 385,000 kilometers from the earth. Another very interesting fact is that a rocket takes 3 days to get to the moon. It's incredible, isn't it? The first astronaut that stepped on the moon was Neil Armstrong. And this very important accomplishment occurred in the year 1969 aboard on the Apollo 11 rocket.
So, let's see how many facts you remember from the video. What is the distance between the moon and the earth? It is 385,000 kilometers away from the earth. How long does a rocket take to reach the moon? It takes 3 days to reach the moon. Who was the first person to step on the moon? Neil Armstrong was the first person to reach the moon. Who is an astronaut? And what is a telescope? An astronaut is a trained person that pilots or conducts experiments on a spacecraft. And a telescope is an instrument used to see objects that are far away. What is this? Yes, it's a spaceship. Apollo 11 was the first space flight. Do you know how the surface of the moon looks like? Let's enjoy this video.
No, dadgummit. Jack Schmidt having a few problems. Hang on. Yeah. All right. Good show. I told him you were. Up. Okay. We see that one went all the way in.
Oh my God, he's falling down again and again, and he's unable to keep a balance. Why do you think is the astronaut unable to keep the balance? Yes, it is because there is very less gravity on the moon, because of which the astronaut cannot keep a balance. Do you know what is the difference between a space shuttle and a space probe? Let's see, how are they different? Space shuttle is a large and complex manned spacecraft. However, a space probe is an unmanned spacecraft that leaves the Earth's orbit and explores space. So it means that a space shuttle needs a person or an astronaut to move or to work. However, a space probe is a computerized spaceship which does not have any astronaut inside. So let's review what we have learned today. What is a telescope and what is it used for? Who is an astronaut? Name the first person to walk on the moon. Name of the first flight to the moon. Differentiate between a space shuttle and a space probe. Now check your answers. What is a telescope and what is it used for? A telescope is an instrument used to see objects that are far away. Who is an astronaut? An astronaut is a trained person that pilots or conducts experiments on a spacecraft. Name the first person to walk on the moon. Neil Armstrong. Name of the first flight to the moon. It's Apollo 11. Differentiate between a space shuttle and a space probe. A space shuttle is a large and complex manned spacecraft. However, a space probe is an unmanned spacecraft that leaves the Earth's orbit and explores the space. Now let's practice. Your task number 1, you have 5 minutes to complete the task. You have to read page number 4. Students having old print will find this information on page number 8. You have 10 minutes to complete task number 2. You have to complete question number 1, parts 4, 5 and 6 from page number 5 in your notebooks. Students having old print will find this exercise on page number 9. There is a little bit of homework too. You have to complete question number 2 on page number 5 of the book. Students having old print will find this question on page number 9. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Have a good day.